Well, everyone, let's get excited because we're about to enter our first playoffs of this series. Now, I'm under no illusions that we'll actually get out of the playoffs because looking at our first big test, it's against Scarborough, a team we have not beaten at all this season. All right, everyone, let's get these playoffs underway. This is my team for the match. It's pretty much Atherton in goal, Lindsay left back, Clark, Krasnicki as centre backs, Wisdom right back. We got Williams, Walker in the midfield, Buckley, Ricketts, Haygarth, Woods, Overton. Pretty much, it's our universally best team. I wish I could start using some of the youngsters, but obviously they can't come in until the season's over. So we just gotta do what we do best and hopefully we come out with a result. So here we go. And to be fair, I'm just already looking ahead to next season. I will be stunned if I actually get out of the playoffs just with the team that we had, because I feel like we've definitely overachieved with the team that we've been given. And they already have a corner, which is not good. Oh, it went over. All right, come on, boys. You can believe in, even though I don't have much faith in you, you can believe in yourselves. All right, so far it's looking pretty even. So against both games against Scarborough, one game we lost was the home match. That was the 5-7 result that came out of nowhere when we were 4-1 up at halftime, and they've scored. Okay. All right, if that's the case, I'm going to switch things up. I'm going to go back to my not 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. No. Yes, I'm going to go back to my 4-3-3 because we literally have nothing to lose. Let's go boarding midfielder, box to box. There we go. And then I just got to switch some of this. Do low crosses. Yeah, we're pretty much going back to the tactic we had at the start, which is an attacking tactic. And let's hope we can get a result. I know it's pretty wild changing tactics like 12 minutes into a game, but let's hope it pays off. This would be a masterstroke if it paid off. I got Krasnicki who got tackled. And they're through on goal, and it went over. Oh, okay, it was saved by Atherton. Yeah, I just feel like might as well, just go all out with the attack. I just realized I was on positive mentality, so we're switching it to very attacking. Wisdom's got the ball, took Connor Wood. Connor Wood with the goal! Connor Wood! Come on, boys, I'm encouraging that. Will this be a masterstroke of epic proportions? If I end up beating Scarborough, I'll probably use the attacking tactic for the rest of the season, for the rest of the playoff matches. Overton, ooh, he almost outjumped the keeper then. At least we're making it competitive. All right, we got Walker to Williams. That was a bad ball again. This is the reason why I switched from this tactic in the first place. It's because of all the bad passes they kept doing. All right, Williams got the ball. Again, another bad pass. Oh, they scored. Is it offside? Yeah, offside. Come on, boys. Man, I'm getting excited. All right, we got Williams. Please not another bad ball. He passes it to Wisdom. Nice, good short pass. Wisdom down the wing to Connor Woods. To Gabriel Overton. 2-1 up. We're 2-1 up, boys and girls. Oh, man. This will be an upset of the century. Come on, boys. I'll praise them after this, because you know how sometimes you would praise them, but it won't go through until after you've conceded, and people are like, why the hell are you praising us? Oh, no. Oh, another great save by Atherton. I'm praising the team for that. Come on. I want to beat Scarborough this season. Oh no. They've scored. Well, that's unfortunate. Where was Krasnicki at? Alright. So it seems like they've got the ball again. Come on. Another save. Alright, gotta demand more. For that brief second, I thought, oh my god, we could beat Scarborough, but this is what you get for being the second worst defensive side in the league. Like, I can already tell what positions I'm going to need to sign for next summer. Defenders. Because pretty much the entire defensive line is leaving except for Krasnicki. Because Wisdom is going because he doesn't think our team is good enough. Lindsay is alone. And Clark is retiring. Oh, hang on. I'm going to do a triple sub here. I'm going to put Connor Woods up there. Manny McDonald, Gravozzi, and take off Walker for Gums. There we go. Let's hope this does something. Because when Connor Woods was at striker, he did pretty well considering he's more of a winger. Yeah, and I didn't want to have to be carrying a player in the match. Going to be demanding more again. See if we can get that third goal. Ooh, that was close. I did feel like that play was offside, though. All right, Lindsay. With the throw into Gravozzi. To Gums. To Wisdom. What's Wisdom going to do? This could be his last game. And it comes to nothing. Seems like they got the ball back. Oh, I thought McDonald had tackled him then. See, this is just... Oh, okay, we got the ball back. All right, Lindsay, what's he going to do? Oh, try to take him on, but it didn't work. All right. Yeah, and they've scored. Offside? No, it doesn't look like it. It's 4-2. Damn. This is what's let us down all season, our defense. We've had to score so many goals just to get us into the playoffs. Our attacking output single-handedly dragged us into these playoffs in the first place. But it looks like just it's a step too big for us at the moment. Yeah. Well, this is unfortunate. Just when they gave me hope, they rip it away. I'm also worried about being able to have an 11 for next season because at the current time, I think I only am going to be able to. I'm only have 4 players I think signed in the next season. I haven't signed. I haven't re-signed Woods or Buckley Ricketts yet. 2 players I'm probably going to try to re-sign. I just wanted to wait to see what our budget was going to be for next season. And also try and get some of these youngsters in first. That's why I haven't done that yet. And And that's us for the season, pretty much an overachieving season. Since this video is so short, I'm probably also gonna show you our rebuilding efforts with Warrington and like show you the signees, players that we signed, and pretty much get to the start of next season and show you what the team's looking like. All right, guys, we've reached the transfer window, and Max Hollis is now a Warrington player. He's looking really good. Let's hope he delivers. Now, Jack Morehouse, unfortunately, has become a bigger issue. Because what happened is before the playoffs, I tried to sign him, and he wanted about like 600. And I could only really do about 400. So I couldn't get him. But then when I got all this money for my wages, I tried to sign him again. I'm like, hey, I can do 600 now. Now he wants over 1,000. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I can give him 1,000. So let's hope he changes his tune soon. But all right, so here's our end of season review. So do we have a player? So we don't have a signing of the season. I think the only player we signed was Krasnicki and Haygarth. If I had to guess signing of the season, out of those two, probably Krasnicki. He was consistent for longer. Okay. Excuse me? I got you to the playoffs when you were predicted to be 22nd. How the hell are you guys not happy? We had to face bloody Scarborough, who's a professional side, by the way. At least I think they are. I'm not certain about that, but they're usually a good team. I feel like I'm being judged a bit too harshly there. FA Cup, so pretty much we got C's and everything. Biggest win, 5-2 against Kingsland. Match to remember, the 5-4 game against Buxton. Yes, I remember. I think we were 4-2 down, and then we scored like a third goal to become 4-3, and then Gravozzi at the end. Goal of the season. Gums in the 4th minute against Scunthorpe. Okay, well, at least we got some revenue. And this is our lineup. So we got nothing. We got no managerial stuff. So it seems like Overton won a lot of awards. And that's yeah. So as you can see, I keep trying to get these guys on loan. I'm persistent. I'm gonna keep trying until they agree or until they get bought by someone else. Because like the other option I could do is I could just try to sign them, but I don't know what their ability is, and I don't even know if if they're refusing a trial. I feel like they would refuse me trying to sign them. Usually, what I notice is that sometimes when you go to I think it's the 1st of July where all the contracts expire. If they don't get picked up by anybody, they become more compliant to agree with like going on trial at clubs and stuff. They become more compliant because like their options become limited in that case. So I guess we just have to wait and see. And while I'm doing that, I'm trying to re-sign people and trying to sign new people. So my word, everyone, we've signed an absolute superstar. His name is Frank Whelan. He was formerly of Middlesbrough. He can play anywhere from midfielder to defensive midfielder to regular midfielder. Now, I have to say, this was not on me. This was all on the director of football. Essentially, what ended up happening is the director of football made an offer for Frank Whelan, but for some reason, it was only a non-contract offer. Now, I knew nothing about this guy. I didn't know any stats or anything. And I'm like, I'm not putting him on a non-contract. I will, and I will like try to sign him. And I offered him like, because I didn't really know how much he wanted, because it didn't say, and I couldn't use a pre-existing contract. So I'm like, all right, will you take 160? And he decided to take 160 a week and agree to be a fringe player. And this made me nervous. The only reason why I decided to go through with this deal on a hunch is because when I made the bid for him, apparently Vanarama national teams were looking at him, like Bromley and Aldershot and some of those teams. So I'm like, it can't be that bad if those teams are looking at him. What I didn't expect was for him to be this good. 3.5-star current with potential to be 5-star current ability. He's agreed to a 2-year contract on only £160 a week. I think we've got ourselves a massive bargain right here. All right, everyone, our squad is slowly but surely coming together. This time we've got Andrew Miller, who's 3 stars with 4.5 stars of potential ability. The thing that immediately drew me to this guy was his tackling and the fact that he can play both as a left back and as a center back. I think he more likely will be the left back for me. Probably because I have Krasnicki and that other guy who Whedon, who I can play as center backs. But man, let's hope that all these defensive signings pay off this season and we're not the second worst defensive team in the league. And look at this, boys and girls. We've signed another promising young striker, Murray Thomas, who's only 20 years old. Now, the interesting thing about him that I knew I wanted immediately when he came up on my scouting reports is the fact that he was playing for Hearts B team, and Hearts are usually a decent Scottish side. So I'm like, this guy must be pretty good. And at least for this level, I mean, like, look at this. He's got 18 determination, 15 aggression, bravery. His height's sort of an issue, so I'm probably going to be trying to provide him low crosses instead, but he's 3.5-star current ability with potential to go up to 5 stars of ability. So slowly but surely, we're bringing in all these youngsters. Also, another thing I've decided to do, because I don't know if I was going to have enough players by the end of it, is I promoted Guion Ford, who seems to be an up-and-coming youngster, even though he only has 1 star, but he has 5-star potential. He can easily be like one of those players I bring off from the bench, just give him slowly but surely little bits of game time. And the other exciting exciting youngster that we have is Kiel Schwartz, who can play anywhere across the midfield to the attack. He probably won't be the striker because he's only a 6 finishing. Probably more be like probably the Haygarth replacement, I would say. But he's also an exciting youngster. So let's see what other signings we can bring in. All right, guys, it's the 1st of July, and I wanted to show you, since all of the non-contract players left and all the people whose contracts are expiring all left and all the loans, I wanted to show you what the team looks like currently. So at the moment, we're looking, at the moment, it's looking pretty good. Because all the players we do have, probably except for the youngsters and the backup keeper, are all like pretty decent to great. Obviously, there does still seem to be a lack of depth, so I'll be trying to sign more players. It's just I was starting to run a bit low on money, but now that all the contract players have left, I've got more money to put in my wage budget. So let's get to signing some more players. All right, guys, we've signed another midfielder named Georgios Lemonakis. This guy seemed all right. Now, he can only play central midfielder, and at the moment, I play with kind of defensive midfielders, so I signed him in case, we can if I want to like use a different tactic and go more attacking. It just depends on how the season goes. So I felt like he was all right. And also another thing I noticed is that in the defensive slots, I only have Frankie Whelan and Krasniqi, and both of them are going to be using my back line, so I have no midfielders. So that's a position that and right back I'm trying desperately to get in. I think the front four is good, but it's just trying to get in that right back and the midfielders. So let's hope we can get some more in. And just as I was saying that, literally the next screen, we've finally got in our fullback in Reece Hall. So the issue I had with right back is I only had 3 people who can play in the back line. Now the good thing is they can kind of play multiple positions, so I could put like Andrew Miller there, Krasniqi and Whelan there, and Reece Hall as right back. So I now have a pretty decent back line. So I think my aim now is to get into midfielders. Because Manny McDonald cannot play there. And I can't use Whelan and Krasniqi because they're going to be the defenders. Same with Reece Hall. We got in this Lemonardicus. I don't know if he can play there. Not really. But we'll think of something. Unless I go to a more attacking system. I haven't made up my mind yet. Depends on the players I get. Alright, it's time for some more signings. Alright, guys. We ended up getting finally a left pack, which I'm happy about. Unfortunately, it is only a 7-month loan. But at least we got in an actual left back. You got him on loan from Ross County. I've been trying to sign a left back all summer, but they keep going to different places. And so I decided to bite the bullet and get someone in on loan. So I don't have to play a centre back at left back. So we at least have some depth in the back line. So let's see what other transfer business we can get done within the next week, because our first Vanarama North game happens on the 3rd of July. And we've got another loan in, Will Flint from Doncaster. So I really like this guy because he can play pretty much anywhere across the midfield and centre back if he needs to. But he's mainly going to be probably my defensive midfielder, since we're struggling for defensive midfielders. There's another one I'm trying to sign, so hopefully he comes in before the start of the season, but we'll see. And we got another loan in, Theo Williams. He can play striker, right winger, left back if need be. So pretty much, he's okay. This was kind of like a panic signing because I felt like I just needed depth at striker and right winger. And so he's just there for depth. And he can also play right back if I need to. And we finally got in our other defensive midfielder. Abdi Sharif is coming in from Wigan. I like this guy because he can pretty much play anywhere he wants to. So he's pretty much going to be my ball-winning midfielder, I guess. So let's hope that pays off. So I think now I'm kind of happy with the team that I got. I don't think I have any position where I'm like, oh, I desperately need someone. Obviously, I can make some additions to add to my depth, but this is pretty much the team that I have so far. So it's looking pretty decent. And if we go to look at all that potential, 80% of my team is all potential. So let's just make it to the first match, shall we? Alright, guys, and we made it to the start of the season against a team I've never heard of called Ilkeston. Now, we've pretty much used up most of our transfer budget already. I am trying to bring in this guy on loan, Billy Blacker. I'm sorry, I just wasn't expecting that name. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm trying to bring in this guy on loan. He's a left winger. I do feel like out of all the positions, left winger is probably the position I want the most depth in because Max Hollis is my right winger. And then I got Buckley, Ricketts, and McDonald who can do it. But it's kind of like, I want an upgrade. So hopefully that guy can be the upgrade and add depth. So next time, I am probably going to do the first 3 matches against Ickerson, Brackley, and Russell. So, thanks again for watching, guys. If you like the video, subscribe, all of that jazz. So, thanks again for watching. Have more parts out soon, and see ya.